Today is the fourth day of this Israel-Palestine war now. Clashes in Israel are raging on. Hamas extremists still hold out. Now, the death toll in Israel has risen to 900 people, officially at least, with over 2,600 injured. Israeli Defense Minister has ordered complete siege on the Gaza Strip and have said there will be no electricity, food or fuel. Israeli Defense Forces have begun the ground invasion, we are told, of Gaza. Israel's military is relentlessly pounding the Gaza Strip, hitting more than 500 targets in the blockaded area. Fighting raging on with Hamas extremists around the Gaza Strip. We're also told that the rockets continue to rain on the city of Ashkelon in South Israel as the country battles with the Hamas group in the bloodiest escalation in the conflict as that in decades. The latest video of the Supernova Music Festival also shows the aftermath of the Hamas attacks and what happened. This is where 260 people were killed, the area where that festival was on. Take a look at that, the visuals on the screen. Or what it looked like was where a festival once, and barely minutes later, this is what happened. Hamas terrorists also seen sailing into the Israeli territory on motorized paragliders. Remember, Israel and Hamas had declared they're at war after Hamas extremists launched one of the largest assaults on Israel in 50 years.
We're currently in the Ashkelon area of southern Israel, and you can hear the air raid siren immediately went off, and moments after that air raid siren, you had a number of rockets that came in and effective countermeasures. Immediately you could hear very effective countermeasures being taken. We rushed to the inside this shelter here. You can see the damage. We left our equipment. Our equipment was on the road. We just left our equipment and ran for safety. As of now, that rocket has been intercepted. No damage on ground, no loss of property. It's over. Okay?
No. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and after that you can go.
Okay, so it's still not all clear. Okay,
2 minutes, 5 minutes.
Okay, so we are being told another 2 to 3 minutes we need to stay inside, and after that we can come outside. But as of now, all people, just watch, everybody just left their vehicles in the middle of the road wherever they did and rushed to the nearest shelter. That is now standard operating procedure. The situation here in Ashkelon in southern Israel, you can look at the damage. This is a bank, it's a huge bank. The rocket fell very close to this area, and you can see the damage to the bank and the shops all around. In fact, even this shop behind me, you can see the damage that was caused. All the window panes shattered, this shop, destruction immense. But as of now, the effort as far as the locals are concerned, this vehicle, they just left all their stuff, came inside the shelter. That's my tripod, that's my bag. The moment the air raid siren came off, we just left everything and came inside the shelter. Gaurav Sawant in Ashkelon, southern Israel, reporting for India Today.
On Saturday morning, which is a Jewish holiday, the Simchat Torah, the Hamas terror organization launched a terror war against Israel. It started with over 2,000 missiles and rockets that was launched from the Gaza Strip towards Israeli population. And parallel to that, hundreds of terrorists from Hamas crossed the border between the Gaza Strip and Israel, invaded Israeli territory, and attacked brutally the towns and around the kibbutz around the Gaza Strip.
What we witnessed 2 days ago is the worst massacre of Israeli civilians in Israel's history. This is something that we have never experienced before, and the horrors that we have witnessed, it's almost hard to describe them in words. Now, the number of Israeli casualties is more than 700. The number of injured are in the thousands. So we do believe that it's likely that the number of casualties could, of course, increase.
I'm standing right now around a kilometer outside of Sderot, not far at all from the Gazan communities, which we can see in the background. These are the Jewish communities that are surrounding Gaza. We have many of the communities there, such as Yair, and many others in this area. What is unique about the place that I'm standing is, first of all, it's maybe a 5-minute drive from Gaza itself. And what we see here is the remains of the first entry point into Israel from those Hamas terrorists. This car, if we look at it, came directly from Gaza. This was one of the cars used by the terrorists as they drove out of Gaza. A group of Hamas terrorists massacring Israelis waited directly here at this junction.
Hamas launched an unprovoked attack against Israel. They fired thousands of rockets at towns and cities, invaded southern Israel, kidnapped civilians, murdered men, women, and children. This is the evil that Israel faces: inhuman actions, unspeakable horrors. Today has been a dark and difficult day in Israel. The fight will be long and it will be difficult, but we will win. We will stand united and we will win. The entire world must stand shoulder to shoulder with Israel as we defend ourselves from terror.